Vonnie already admitted, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. So Durk referencing what he already admitted to have done, how is that telling? The idea of telling is like your man didn't admit it.
You can't make this stuff up. Young people, I tell you, this is the flip side of the game. Stay out of the streets. Stay out of the streets. It's not what you think it is. It looks like it's good, but you can think you can do everything right. And even when you do everything right, you still got somebody snitching on you. Now you got Charleston White, you got academics, you got everybody speaking on this little Durk situation. Because now they're saying that he's ratting because his team they're saying is allegedly putting everything on OTF Vonnie, who was allegedly supposed to be the cousin, King Von, right? And, you know, everybody kept saying, you got to slide for Vaughn. We know what happened in Los Angeles with the situation with Quando Rondo and Lil Pad. So now it's getting crazy, right? And Charleston White, he came online and said this.
Say, listen, Instagram, social media, Facebook, all these he above. Now, good morning, church. Good morning, church. Good morning. So you mean to tell me Durk not a snitch? Y'all mean to tell me Durk put it on the boy? We got Durk on. Y'all saying Durk ain't a snitch? Say, Sauce Walker, I just seen you holler out, hey, come on over here with me. Say this, you say, come on, you boys, come on over here with me. Sauce Walker, I got your seat right here. Durk, I got your seat right here. Y'all in the snitching section. Y'all just been branded like an Angus beef cow as a snitch. Sauce Walker is now snitch. Lil Durk is now snitch. I've been telling y'all, it's lovely over here. It's lovely over here with me, Woody, Gunna, T.I., Young Thug, now Lil Durk, Gucci Mane. This is a Hall of Fame section of snitches. Y'all get your snitch gear together, baby.
So you have academics saying what he's saying. you already know that Charleston White is going to come and clown. But then you had to do Trapmore Ross, and people saying that he has an ulterior motive, right? He's coming out and he's saying that Durk's team is trying to blame everything on OTF Vonnie. You know, he's laying out. You know, OTF Vonnie got picked up by the police, and he's supposed to give up a whole bunch of statements. They had him hook, line, and sinker. He was fried. And he's basically saying that, man, I did this on the strength of Durk. Durk paid me to do this, right? That's what allegedly is what's happening. And Durk is basically saying, I don't know what that dude talking about, man. What he told y'all is what he told y'all. So, because Durk is giving up a statement, you know, he's looked at by the streets as telling. But Trapmore Ross is saying this.
I cannot believe what Lil Durk's defense is. We have just heard his defense make their opening statements, and I'm not going to lie, I'm absolutely floored. You know what they're trying to do? They're blaming it all on Vonnie. Now, I don't know if people are going to go as far as to say that he telling on Vonnie, but he basically is blaming everything on Vonnie. They're basically making this whole case. They showed the entire opening statement, right? Bear in mind that the prosecution, they showed various pictures, videos, still images of multiple attempts on Quando's life, the actual murder of Lil Pab, the footage of that, footage from Durk's music videos, footage from apparently still images of them when they tried to Quando and Waycross, Georgia. It was a whole presentation. When the defense were up there, they basically showed only a couple pictures, and the one picture they showed the whole time was just a picture of Vonnie with King Von. They said it's all Vonnie. Vonnie was King Von's cousin. They said his nickname was Cuz because he was King Von's cousin. His whole identity was based around the fact that he was King Von's cousin, and he was the only one pushing the slide for Von. They're all literally directly pointing the finger at Vonnie, saying Vonnie did it. Vonnie's admitting to the government that he did it. He's turned snitch to try and save himself. Durk had nothing to do with it. They're saying that Vonnie had the most to gain by sliding for Von. They're saying that Vonnie was the guy that was driving the Hellcat away from the scene when King Von got shot. They're saying Vonnie tried to speed King Von to the hospital the day that he died. They down there said Vonnie was holding King Von in his arms, telling him he loved him before he took him to the hospital the last time they ever spoke. They basically said that it was Vonnie that has the motivation to slide. It was all Vonnie's idea. Vonnie was organizing everything. Vonnie got the guns, Vonnie got the cars, Vonnie got the sliders, Vonnie got the killers. He did everything. And Durk did nothing. They're blaming it all on Vonnie. I couldn't believe it. Now look, I'm not sure what people are going to categorize this as. I mean, Is it telling if somebody is already cooperating with the state against you? Is there such thing as reverse telling? Can you tell back if somebody works with the state and tells on you? Can you tell back? But basically, Durk and his team are making it very clear it was all Vonnie.
Then you have other attorneys. They're also speaking out and they're saying, man, no, this is false, man. Durk is not telling.
Russ, this is not a story. Durk did not just blame everything on Vonnie. Vonnie got picked up by cops, admitted to everything, admitted to getting the cars, arranging the flights, admitted to buying the ski masks, admitted to getting Sprinter vans and taking everybody around. And then he said, I did all of it while facing life in prison. I did all of it because Durk Banks paid me to do it. And now Durk Banks is in court saying, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And to put out a headline that says, oh, Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie, what? No. Putting that out, let's put a finer point on how stupid this is. We haven't seen it yet, but there's a written statement. Durk would have gotten it in discovery. It's signed by Kayvon Grant. That's how it works. I haven't seen it. It hasn't been confirmed, but when you cooperate, when they had a bunch of evidence on this guy, it was clear that they got him. He's cooked. So he gives a statement and he writes, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, because that guy paid me to. And the whole internet is like, oh my God, that guy is snitching. Let's throw the internet away, bro. Like, didn't work. Let's go back to PC, Peter Jennings, just tell you nothing.
So y'all know Chicago arrested King Yeller. He can't, man. He chomping at the bits, man. He rubbing his hands. He can't wait. Couldn't wait for something like this to come out to get at little Durk and his crew, right? Because he's looking at them as slime balls. All of y'all are slimy people, and you're doing anything to get out of jail. And you're going to throw him under the bus because he wasn't your homeboy anyway, right? That's King Vaughn's cousin. He was never part of our crew. He ain't with us. Man, he's expendable, right? That's what he's saying, right? I'm not saying that that's the truth. I'm not saying it at all. I'm just telling young people it's cool to be an urban nerd, man. Stay out of the streets because the flip side of the game is very harsh, man. And they lock you up and throw away the key. And now he's trying desperately, right, to come up for some air, man, and free himself because the other dude is fried, bro. He basically admitted to everything allegedly.
Look, I don't want to hear nothing. Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. Vonnie is the only one that want to slide for Von. Why? Because that's his best friend. He booked the flights. He did this. He did that. Hey, listen, you dealing with some Chicago slime ball. I don't care what y'all talking about. Vonnie was never Durk homie. Guess what? Then all congregated came together and said, this is the only way we're going to get Durk home. The only way we're going to get home is we blame it on this outside. He's not a member. He never was a member. This was Von, homie, best friend since they was kids or whatever. He brought him around. Never one of them owned each other loyalty. All of them was fake. So guess what the slime ball do? We're going to get Durk home. Let's put it on the weakest link. Let's put it on the goofy. The goofy did that. He did this. They're going to try to say, oh, the lawyer's doing that. If you allow your lawyers to blame something, you is the snitch too. Even if you didn't get on the stand, you agreed to let your lawyer say that. It's simple as that. I don't want to hear the world saying, oh, Durk not it. Durk told them that Durk agreed with this. Trial is going on and Durk blaming everything on OTF Vonnie. At the end of the day, is he wrong? He ain't wrong. Kim, this is what people do. The streets are over with. It's been over with. It's either yo, that's who life I'm going to pick. My life. So a lot of these be doing all that. You a real, you gonna go down and da-da-da. These not going down. It's a new day, bro. It's not back in the day. These don't have morals, principles. It's yo, and my life come first. So that's what Durk just did. That's gonna be the only way Durk gonna come from this. All of them, Ace Boogie, OTF DD, all of them setback. You don't think they were sending kites to each other? They sending kites to each other. How we gonna come from under this? Ain't no way to come up from under this unless we blame it on the goofy. And guess what? They blaming it on the goofy.
Let me say this, man. You know, I did a live stream earlier today where I was talking about Master P, and he was talking about harping on slavery, and I was going in on the community about, you know, basically putting words in people's mouths that they didn't say and focus on what they actually said, not what they didn't say. And things that we did 30 years ago, we get a chance to grow up and become better people, right? What I did when I was 21, at this age now, 30 years later, I'm not the same person. Well, when you're dealing with a person like the Chicago stuff, they're in the right now. And there's a lot of people that's been unalived in regards to these groups. When you deal with Lil Durk, he's fighting for his life. You have somebody telling on him. You have people from rival gangs that's speaking out against him, that want to see him fall, right? Because there's unalivened bodies connected to this. There's a lot of grieving families connected to this. We saw videos of, what's the guy, FBG, was it Cash or whatever one of them. We seen him laying on the ground. We seen FBG Duck, so many of these other guys all on X and stuff like that when they get hit up. Like, we seen all this stuff, right? It's just been a bunch of carnage. The situation with Durk's brother. His father just come home from doing 26 years, right? King Vaughn. It's a lot that come with this, man. A lot. So when you saying, well, free Durk or free this, what about the families? What about the grieving families, right? What about that? When you're saying free whoever the other guy is, what about the grieving families? So it's hard because I love my people. And if I'm defending one, but while I'm defending you, the other family is over there grieving. I think what gets lost in all this is the grieving families, the black people, the black families that are grieving. We forget all about them because you like this person. Oh, I like Durk. I like his music, right? No, I like black people. I like black people more than somebody's music. So we're going to see how this thing play out. But I'm telling you, young people, this is the flip side of the game. Stay out of the streets, man. It ain't worth it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.